My dear brothers and sisters in the risen Lord, first week of the ordinary time, 1301-2024, Saturday. He who gives to God never goes empty-handed. St. Jerome, 342 to 422 AD, was the son of a noble man named Eusebius. He was highly educated and was thoroughly proficient in Latin and Greek languages. He enjoyed reading the philosophers Cicero and Plato more than reading the coarse language of the Bible. One day, when he was fatally sick, he had a dream in which he was taken to the judgment seat. The judge asked him what his profession was, and he professed without hesitation that he was a Christian. "You lie," thundered the judge. "You are not a Christian. You are a Ciceronian and a Platonist. For where your treasure is, there your heart also." Then Jerome burst out, "Have mercy on me, O Lord, have mercy on me." The people present there pleaded with the judge to pardon the adolescent, who swore an oath and said, "O Lord, if ever I possess or read worldly books again, I will be denying you." Hearing this, the judge dismissed him. When Jerome woke up from his sleep, he was sweating profusely, and suddenly he regained his strength. From then on, he left being a follower of Cicero and Plato and began to read godly books. When he left Cicero and Plato, he took with him the skill of rhetoric and the art of writing and began to use them to the fullest to define Christianity and to translate the Bible, which eventually became the most important translation of the Bible in common language Latin, the Vulgate. Today's Gospel, we heard about the call of Matthew. When Jesus called Matthew, he left his career of the tax collection and followed him. He left the table of the tax collector, but took the pen with him to sketch the life and teaching of Jesus, his master. When Jesus called Matthew, he called him to engage his life with the higher and nobler things of life. 1. Jesus called Matthew from being a tax collector into becoming an evangelist. Matthew, being a tax collector, was occupied with the money and the material things of life. He employed his pen in calculating money and money matters, but now Christ wanted him to use his talents for the nobler purpose of penning the eternal life-giving words of Christ. Hitherto, Matthew used his writing skills only to calculate numbers and maintain accounts and ledgers, a perishable job in man's life. But now Christ called him to use his skills to pen down his words and deeds, which are imperishable. Keeping account of money would have profited only Matthew and his immediate family, but having kept the record of Jesus' words and deeds, millions of people around the globe have benefited for centuries. Matthew's talents were channelized by Jesus for an eternal and noble purpose. Jesus took the profession of tax collection from him, but he gave him the destiny of being an evangelist. 2. Jesus called Matthew for being a sinner into becoming a saint. The profession which Matthew followed was commonly called as a sinner's profession. Being in that profession, he had very little chance of remaining just and holy. Money corrupts, and abundant money corrupts abundantly. Day in and day out, dealing with money and money matters will taint any man. From his corruptible profession, Jesus called him to be holy vocation of preaching and writing about God and his mighty deeds done in Jesus Christ. From living a life for money, Jesus called Matthew to living a life for the Messiah. From being a sinner, Jesus called him to become a saint. Therefore, let us become a saint in our day to day life by following the words of Jesus. May God bless you all. Thank you.